I don't know if you heard me say earlier, it's all wrestling. The question is whether you have a jacket or don't have a jacket, for example. And one of the things people tell you is that there's a lot less attacking the legs when you have a jacket than there is when you don't have a jacket. So in other words, like freestyle or folk style wrestling is all about attacking the legs. They don't wear a jacket. Judo, they'll tell you it's harder to do leg attacks because for one simple reason, right? In order for him to attack my legs, he has to change his level. Right? So if I have a good grip on his jacket and he tries to change his level, it's harder, right? Doesn't mean it's impossible. And the best example of this is how the rules of judo changed. Right? Now you can attack the legs. Not because you can't. Physically, they made it illegal. Because the Sambo guys came in from Russia and all the former Soviet Union countries, and they did it with a lot of leg attacks because they basically did judo and wrestling combined, what Sambo kind of is. And they were very good at throwing people around by the legs. So judo's answer was to get rid of those throws that they didn't like, that they were not good at. It's not the only time it's happened in martial arts. So, we can attack the legs, but it's like the second thing we see in Shuai Jiao. Most of the time in Shuai Jiao, if you look at the video, it's a lot of the gripping the jacket, it's a lot of turning throws, it's a lot of like, sweep with the foot and then, grab them with the hands and kind of stuff. But here, right? Now, go this way, right? If we're here, which happens a lot, and also, one thing that Shuai Jiao doesn't have is it doesn't have sleeves. So it kind of lends itself just to maybe a little bit more to attacking the legs than judo would, where you can control the sleeve, especially at the cuff. If I control your hands here, you ain't grabbing my legs, right? So I get my thumbs in the cuffs and turn up, right? But if I'm here, one of the things I can do is lower my level and grab your knee, right? This is very basic. Now, my shoulder pushes to get your leg up. Notice what I said. Don't try to pick it up, right? Because people do this. They'll go here, and they'll go like this, right? He's going to instinctively know you're trying to grab his leg. He's going to make his leg heavy. But if I push you with my shoulder, it's going to come up, okay? So this is one. Now, I want you to understand this, right? If he's a good grappler, good wrestler, when I try to reach down, even when I try to reach down, he's going to pick up. That makes sense? So sometimes when I'm in this position, I'm going to pummel in, and then he can't stop me. Okay? Remember the pummel thing? I pledge allegiance. I judo chop your arm. Judo chop, judo chop. And then come down. Yeah, even if you get disarmed, it's not going to matter. Also, I don't know if you can see, I'm using my shoulder and I'm using my head. My head is my third arm. The other third. Okay? So, I can do this, or I can do this. Let's work on this. I'm going to show you a couple of different variations of this, but I want you to learn how to get this. And it's almost like a game, too. In other words, I'll try first to do it. And like, for example, if we're doing free fighting, if we're doing punches, he might have thrown a hook at my head. Right? Do the insert one, right? I know Swai's not here, so. Right? So it's very common to get into this position. Now maybe we want to try it. He'll pull up. So that I know that doesn't work. Right? Now there's other things I can do from here. Yeah, I can take his energy, which in other words is, I go down and when he pops up, right? So sometimes I'll try it just to see what you do. Then I'll try it again. I can go into the next surrounding, or I can bring it up and pummel in. But since we want to work on these leg takedowns, we're going to do try to grab the leg, pummel in, try to grab the leg. Okay? Real simple 50-50 play. There's nothing wrong with doing it on this side, right? Because I can still get it and do it. I'm sorry. You guys see more commonly here, right? Now, this is where I'm picking up the knee out to the side. It is a distinctly Asian way of doing a single leg. We have versions that are more like a Western single leg, right? We want all of them. But this is very common, whether I did it this way or I pummel it in this way and I come up. Now, in Chinese martial arts and even in Japanese martial arts and a lot of martial arts, you will see people, you're recording, you will see people come here and hook out this leg and make him fall. We don't do this anymore. Because with the increasing popularity of jiu-jitsu, I'm standing in between your legs, you're gonna pull your knees in, and you're gonna start doing guard on me and, you know, like leg locks and all kinds of stuff like that, right? So, maybe on this. I have a couple of variations here. So, whether I have the hand on the outside and I grab, that's, you know, he's not thinking or he's not well trained. If I pummel it on the inside and get it, that's great. So I get him on one leg. So now I can still do that kind of foot to foot thing and put my foot on the outside. And then throw him over that leg, because when he falls, I'm now gonna run around him. Okay? We'll go this side. This has a very specific name called bone, which sounds like the one where we reach underneath this bone. There's like bone, like in praying mantis and stuff. But this is a classical Chinese character that is a homophone. It has the same sound, but it means literally to trip somebody over a foot. So it's a different character than this one, and from the one like in praying mantis. So again, let's say I have the leg and I come up. I'm tripping him over my foot. So as he falls, I'm on the side of him, trying to step around so I'm not in his guard, right? This is not your guard, right? And you notice actually what I do is I put my foot as quickly as possible in his hip. I don't want to be here because then he can pull his knees in. All right? Go back again. I want to be here because then when he tries to put his knees in, right? And then also once I'm here, it's easy to. That's what I want, right? Pick you up. I can take a hand and breath. Same idea. Now it's like a double breath. I pick up and I catch. Yeah. Now he's still going to turn toward me. He's still going to try to fight. But if I get my foot in his hip, I'm not going to have to worry about guard. Right? Yeah, this is right? And then boom, 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 right? So in other words, I get here, and I'm going to grab the back of his knee. So you're going to fall this way. You want to see it or feel it?
I want to see it.
So, yeah, no, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not going to do this because you're going to pull me out, right? So I come on. But show you. Thumb down. And now instead of going forward, I turn.